we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. All the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
Good morning, Mon Petite, and welcome back to my channel. I almost want to say welcome back, because even though no time has passed for you, I've still been able to get up my regular uploads. It's actually been about a week and a half since I last picked up the camera, since I last spoke to you, because I have been in full maid of honor mode. My sister's wedding was this weekend just gone, and my goodness me, it was the most magical wedding. We're all now referring to it as the royal wedding because, oh my gosh, she looked like a princess. Everyone kept referring to me as Pippa Middleton. I did a very good job as maid of honor. I don't actually have that many photos of like just me, because I am not joking when I say maid of honor duties are intense. Like the whole day I felt like I couldn't keep my eye off my sister. Whenever she was like speaking to people, I'd always be like, does she want me to like grab her for photos? I was always holding her bouquet for her, because you know when you're like wanting to chat to people, you're holding your drink, you're saying hello, she didn't want to hold her bouquet the whole time, but every time she took a photo she'd want her bouquet like in the picture. So I literally had her bouquet and I just kind of have her in my peripheral, and if ever I just kind of saw her going for a photo, I'd run over with the bouquet like, she's here, she's here. In fact, I have my bouquet sitting right here. Look how beautiful this is. I just want to copy this for my wedding. It's absolutely stunning. Hers was obviously just a bigger, better, fuller version of this. We've got the most beautiful rhododendrons. I mean, a lot of it is starting to die back. I think we had a couple of thistles in here as well. A lot of it is starting to die back now, which is a little bit heartbreaking, but I just want to keep it for as long as possible. I'll pop a couple of photos here. I got a really lovely photo of Alex and I. It always reminds me of the height difference whenever we take photos like that together. It makes me laugh so much. But yeah, it was just such an incredible wedding. And I am not gonna lie to you, I haven't been able to bring myself to pick up the camera for about 3 days, because I have had the biggest post-wedding blues, and it wasn't even my wedding. So I can't even imagine what I'm gonna be like after Alex and I get married. I think it was just because nothing went wrong, like nothing bad happened. We had the most incredible weather, like the sun came out on the day. Everyone kept saying to my sister, what have you done to get this good karma? And both G and G were just, the grins they had on their face. I asked my sister yesterday how she was feeling. She just went, I'm fine, except my cheeks hurt. It was honestly just the best day. She thought of absolutely everything. In fact, she even got me a couple of little presents, which was just, it was very unnecessary, but I absolutely love them. She had them sitting waiting for me in my room. So we've got this gorgeous little silk scarf, which I have not stopped wearing. I wore it the night before the wedding as like a little twilly on my bag. I wore it the morning of the wedding with like my pajamas, just to like keep my neck warm. I wore it the day after with a little Ralphie style like this. I love it so much. I don't actually know where she's got it from, but it's a beautiful like vintage silk scarf. It's got the most stunning like orange, brown, almost kind of like pinky purpley tones running through it, which I absolutely love. And she also, oh my gosh, wait until you see this. So this was what was waiting for me when I checked into the hotel and came into my, dropping it on the floor when I came into my room. Not only do we have a lovely bottle of champagne, or not champagne, what is this? It's a Luxembourg sparkling wine, which apparently is very sweet, which you would have seen in the background as I was making my morning coffee. But she also got me this gorgeous, she got one for every single member of the family. So Lady C got one, my little brother got one. And what's really special about this is the fact that it says my full name, which I absolutely adore, because obviously doing this job, I'm so lucky to get a lot of PR, and they send a lot of personalized things, but it always says Ellie on it. Whereas Eleanor is actually, a lot of you might not know this, Eleanor is actually my full name, but the only people that call me Eleanor is my immediate family and Alex. It's pretty much the only people that actually call me it. So it just feels quite nice that I've got one that said Eleanor, and she said she deliberately did that for that reason. She was this close to texting me saying, do you want Ellie or Eleanor written down? And I just think it looks so lovely. I love having a name that like you can elongate or shorten. And then also to wear at the wedding, we were all crying with laughter at these, a little apron. How cute cute is this? It says Eleanor, maid of honor. And when I tell you I was an excellent maid of honor, I'm not joking. I actually had so many people texting me afterwards saying like, well done, you did a good job. I said I was on shift the entire day. I barely had anything to drink, I barely had anything to eat, but I was running on a high. It was such an incredible day. I'm honestly we're still reeling from it. We had the photo sent through from the professional photographer yesterday, and me, my mum and my sister literally spent 3 hours just going through them again and again, because it really was just the most magical day, and the come down from it was intense, because I feel like now there's like nothing to look forward to. It's all done, it's all over, and it just went perfectly. I'm sorry if I keep fiddling with my hair. I've just realized you won't actually have seen my new hair, which I feel like doesn't look hugely different. You guys probably won't see the difference, because one thing I love about my hair, my hairdresser, I go to the end in Southampton. I come all the way into Southampton to get my hair cut, which is 100% worth it, because you know when you have like a hairdresser who just, they get you, they completely just listen to you, but they'll give their advice and opinions. That is exactly what Matthew does. He is incredible. Matthew the hairdresser at the end, I absolutely adore him. He's so good when it comes to color. He's amazing when it comes to like cut and shape. So what we've done is literally the tiniest little trim, because I said to him I want to leave it as long as possible, and we just did a few more little kind of like facial layers. I always like to give this like framing around my face. So it's just a little bit shorter, like around my chin. I just find that a little bit more flattering. And then we just ran this like honey blonde color through. I wanted to get a little bit more color kind of underneath my hair, because I felt like it was looking a little bit dark underneath, so just a little bit on top, a little bit underneath. But the thing with my color is that he does it so well that nobody notices when there actually is any roots. I actually hadn't had my hair coloured since November last year, which just goes to show how long it's been, how long the roots were, and how nobody noticed. So happy with the new hair. I always love it, like coming into a new season. It's like new season, new hair. We timed it perfectly as well. So we got like nails done, got my lashes done. I haven't had a lash lift in such a long time, so it's lovely not having to wear mascara or like eye makeup at the moment. I have barely anything on today, because it's just a lovely chill casual day at home. The first day that I'm really like getting back into the swing of things, getting back into work mode after what I think is safe to say, the royal wedding, the most incredible wedding. I kept telling everyone, please can we lower the bar, because the expectation that she has set is up here. It was absolutely incredible, and Alex and I have just, it's reignited our excitement for our wedding as well, which is still a couple of years away, but it just gets us really excited to get like planning again, to get kind of like organizing and things like that. So yeah, it really was incredible. Goodness me, the sun is coming out, as you can see. My home is also resembling a florist at the moment, because we tried to save as many flowers as we could from the venue. They had like a stair runner with like the banister. They had flowers in the chapel. They had flowers like all around. Oh, coffee machine's making noises now. Goodness me, we've got all the noises and all the distractions this morning. As you can also see, by the way, my home is resembling a florist at the moment. I have 4 arrangements that I managed to salvage from the floral displays that she had at the wedding. We were literally handing out floral arrangements to like all of the guests that were leaving the next morning, like, please take some flowers, please take some flowers. I'm just wanting for them to last as long as possible. I mean, nothing beats my bouquet. This is my absolute favorite. I think she's just so pretty. I've literally been trimming the stems daily and watering her daily to try and make sure she lasts as long as possible. So I just want to keep that like that little moment of the wedding going for as long as we possibly can. But it feels really good to be back. I feel like we are well and truly in the new season. It's like new hair, new season. I've got some new in bits to show you. In fact, the week that I wasn't vlogging, actually, I just before the wedding actually went into London. Didn't vlog that day just because I had a lot going on. I was, as I said, in full maid of honor mode, ready to kind of be her right hand woman for the entire day. So I actually went into London, had an amazing launch with Joe Loves, which was incredible, and I've had lots of bits arrive this week whilst we have been in the full wedding madness. So I need to show you all of those pieces. I'm going to finish my coffee and then we can crack on with work today. First proper day back, and it feels really, really good to be back. I am just all about those cozy vibes today, so I've brought down all the bits to show you, because this to me is just always the coziest setup to do unboxings and show you what is new, and we have lots to go through, starting with the most incredible launch from Joe Loves. So as I said, I went to the launch event, which is actually at the Shard, which second time going to the Shard, and it's never not magical. Even last time when we went, actually, I remember it was really cloudy. We didn't really get to watch the sunset. It was still absolutely amazing, but this time, oh my gosh, we had the most beautiful view of London. I can't believe how far the view stretches, like the landscape just stretches so far. There was not a cloud in the sky. We got to watch the sunset over London and just watch all the like sparkly lights coming on. It felt very, very magical. And we also got to meet Jo Malone herself, which was an interesting one. I mean, she is a powerhouse of a woman, but one thing she did say is that she is legally not allowed to use her name now, which I didn't realize, because whenever we spoke about like the invites or anything like that, they would say about Jo Malone CBE is going to be this. So I think that's legally the only way she's allowed to reference her own name. But she was telling us, like, if I was to stand here and say, nice to meet you, I'm Jo Malone, she would get sued. Isn't that crazy? So she's had to completely rebrand herself as Jo. She was joking with us, being like, I'm now on par with Adele, with Beyonce, with Prince. I am now just Jo. And she's such an amazing woman. We just learned so much more like about the brand and about how she kind of like, how she developed the business and where it came from. I didn't actually realize she now lives in Dubai with her husband, and this particular scent, she said, is her Emirati scent. Like, this was so inspired by the Emiratis that live in Dubai, by the lovely people that have taken her in. And I didn't even realize as well, but even like the packaging, she said, is supposed to resemble like the rivers and the sand dunes. It's just absolutely incredible. Oh my goodness me, I didn't realize she'd actually signed Love Jo. That is so, so sweet. So this is the new beautiful fragrance, the Black Cashmere and Tonka. I love that they've written here the notes, because you know what I'm normally like whenever I do perfume unboxings, I'll Google the notes because I always want to know exactly what is in the perfume. So the top notes are orange, ginger, cardamom. The middle notes are rum and tonka bean, and the bottom notes are cedarwood and cashmerian. And oh my gosh, when I tell you, this is just the perfect, like, deep, rich, wintry scent. I am not joking. I'd say it's quite a unisex scent as well, which is really nice. Like, I definitely think you could give this to a partner. Alex, I think, would absolutely love this, but he ain't getting it. I am keeping this for myself. It's just so sexy, but not in like a, I don't know how to describe it. It's like rich and deep, and like it just makes you feel really sultry, I think is the best word to describe it. Oh, it is absolutely incredible. I have a feeling this is going to become like my festive party scent. And one thing I will say about the Jo Loves fragrances, they last a really, really long time. I think I've spoken to you guys about this before, but I find that fragrances just don't last often on me. A lot of fragrances, I've got to spritz like 3 or 4 times throughout the day, whereas the Jo Loves fragrances, I will spritz once and I'll get a compliment in the afternoon. People ask me, what perfume are you wearing? So I'm very, very excited to have this in my collection. It's just going to be such a beautiful one for the colder, darker, more festive months. That is absolutely incredible. We then have some lovely shoes to show you. I was contacted by this brand on Instagram actually, and they asked me if I wanted to try them. They are, now correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know if it's Canles or Canles. Please tell me if anybody knows how to actually pronounce this brand. C-A-N-L-E-S. They are a barefoot shoe company, and I've heard a lot about barefoot shoes actually, and I am someone who, I've never really spoken about this before, but I actually do have some issues with my toe. It's on my left foot. I think it's called plantar fasciitis, something like that, where basically if you're in shoes that squish your toes, you get this like nerve pain in your toe, and it's horrible, absolutely horrible. So I have been looking for some great new trainers to add into my collection for like countryside walks here in the New Forest. Obviously, you know how much I adore my running, my walking, and I thought these could be the perfect new addition. I mean, look at these, how fun are they? And I think one of the main kind of design elements of a barefoot shoe is the fact that it doesn't squish your toes. So they always look a little bit wide on the toes, but if you're someone with wide feet, if you're like me and you struggle, I feel like these are going to be so perfect. They have a few different colors of these, but I went for the white just because I feel like that is like the most me. These are going to just be the perfect running shoes, the perfect like long walks in the forest shoes, and they just look so comfortable. I can't get over how light these are as well. I might actually have to give these a bit of a test run next time I decide to do a park run, because I feel like this is going to be a great running shoe. But thank you so much for sending those over. I was so excited for those to have arrived this week, because I definitely am looking forward to all of the lovely like autumnal walks in nature. It's always one of my favorite things to do at this time of year, especially because obviously it gets darker earlier in the evening, it's a little bit more rainy, you spend a lot more time inside. I feel like you need to be really deliberate in trying to get yourself outside, get yourself out on those walks, and I always feel like a new pair of shoes is a great way to do that. honestly, I only did like 1 spritz of that perfume, maybe 2, and I can just, oh, it's filling the room. I'm absolutely loving it. But next we have some lovely skincare bits. This is from Kate Somerville, which is very, very kind. I love Kate Somerville and their like skincare. They just do some really beautiful bits. And this is the Mega A Skin Transforming Serum. And I'm very excited about this because I'm not going to lie, after the wedding, my skin broke out so badly. I think it's just from wearing that really heavy makeup all day. As you guys know, I don't really wear a lot of makeup. I mean, this is pretty much what I do day to day. It excites me so much that I don't have to put eye makeup on now that I have my lashes done, but especially on my skin. I just go for a really light serum. I don't really go for a lot of concealer. Like, it's a lot of lightweight products, and going for obviously all day wedding makeup, it's a lot. It's intense, it's heavy, you want it to last all day, you spritz the life out of it, you have it on for like 15 hours because obviously you get ready in the morning, you have it on until way past midnight when you're dancing away on the dance floor. So I think it was a combination of that, potentially, I don't know, stress of the day afterwards, potentially a lot of bad eating and drinking. I just had the worst breakout. Do you know what Alex refers to it as? And this, I think, is a sign of love. You know what I mean? Like, when you can joke about these things. Whenever I joke that I've had a breakout, he just turns around and goes, "Aw, but you're my little pepperoni pizza." So I'm very excited to try some new skincare because I feel like it's now just starting to clear up, and I'm looking for some products that can just really help with that. So this is the Mega A Skin Transforming Serum, Smooth, Firm and Renew. I was like, what is that last word? Smooth, Firm and Renew. So it is an AM or PM, retinol and HA. I've never used retinol in the morning. For external use only, do not use on damaged skin. 3 or 4 drops to face, neck and décolleté, avoiding the eye area, use with SPF. Okay, that is actually really good to know, that if it comes to a retinol, you always need to use an SPF. But look at the packaging, how beautiful is that? Those like rich blue tones. I'm sorry if I keep looking in the viewfinder, but I can't get over my hair. I feel like you can see it a little bit better in this daylight, just like how much more kind of golden it is. It looks so much more like honey in tone, and just the layers we cut into, I feel like it's sitting so much better than it used to. But oh my God, is this the right way to open it? No, that's definitely not the right way to open it. So just a lid that pulls off. I want to kind of give this a little test on the back of my hand because I'm interested in how, whoa, how yellow that is. I was not expecting that from the serum. Not much of a scent to it, which I like. I don't like scents, serums that have got too much of a scent to. Oh, that's lovely. That blends really, really easily. So it says here that it has the power of retinol, proven to be 11 times more effective. Oh, retinol instead of retinol. Dyslexic in me did not even notice that there was a difference. So retinol, proven to be 11 times more effective than retinol. It transforms skin in 7 days without the irritation. 94% of consumers reported skin looked healthier, soft and subtle in 4 weeks. That sounds incredible, so I'm very excited to add that into my routine. With all this talk of hair, I feel like this could not have arrived in more perfect timing. This is from the brand Archive. Now, one thing that I notice about Archive is they don't call themselves a hair care brand. They call themselves a head care brand. And as someone who has a sensitive scalp, I could not be happier. I feel like I have to be so careful with what I use in terms of things like dry shampoos, in terms of shampoos, conditioners, and I'm really excited to try Archive's new dry shampoo. So this is the Reset limited edition dry shampoo, and I've had really good things about this brand. I feel like they're very like natural. They don't have a lot of harsh ingredients, which I think is perfect. And the main thing I will be testing this on is whether it has like white residue. I might actually spray just a little bit just into the roots of my hair now, because I always feel like I can do with a little bit more volume. Oh, I love the scent of that. That smells really, like really fresh. Oh, I feel like that's giving me a great amount of volume. What else do we have in here? I've got a few sticks, some matches. Oh, I think these are incense. Are these incense? Let me know. I'm not very good with that kind of thing. I remember when we first moved into the house and so many people said to us, you need to sage the house. I never did. I'm really sorry. I know a lot of people will be really upset by that, but some matches. What, tell me here? No, this is just about the dry shampoo. The Reset Decorated Woods limited edition dry shampoo is available in Boots and archivehaircare.com. No idea what the actual matches or the sticks are all about, but fun. Let me know if this is something I need to burn. I don't want to start burning wood in my home that I don't know what I'm doing with it. I don't want to just like set my house on fire. So if you are good with that kind of thing, do let me know what I need to do with these. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, when this parcel arrived, I was a little bit gutted that it came when it did, because I immediately just wanted to rip the parcel open and go through the contents of what is inside. I've had to be so restrained to wait this long to go through these pieces with you, because this is a brand I know so many of you guys are going to adore. I have been waiting for this brand to launch. I actually had a meeting with the founder about 3-4 months ago, and I have been so excited for this brand to hit stores. It is actually available at Selfridges, so I will leave a link to Chewy at Selfridges linked down below. And if you're a petite girl like me, in fact, if you're an extra petite girl, this brand is for you. Chewy is the first brand that caters for extra petite, which is honestly just incredible. I believe it's like 5 foot and under that they predominantly cater for, which honestly just excites me so much. I remember having a conversation with the founder and we were saying, isn't it funny that like petite counts as 5'4", but actually 5'4" is just average height here in the UK. So pretty much majority of women technically class as petite, which is so funny because obviously it means that a lot of petite sizing can still be quite big for girls that are like me, that are even shorter. So I'm very excited to introduce you to Chewy. So I wanted to show you what's inside of here because, as I said, I've been waiting for this to drop, for this to arrive. And I'm so excited that we have a brand that just fully caters for us shorter girls, us extra petite girls. I'm actually not gonna lie, I don't know what is inside of here because they just asked me my sizing and said they were gonna send over a few bits from the brand. So it looks like first off we have a hoodie, which is very, very lovely. I actually need a new hoodie getting to and from the gym, and look at how short that is. Oh my gosh, that is so exciting. That is actually going to fit properly in length. Oh, I can't tell you how lovely and soft this feels. This feels like absolutely amazing quality. I'm very much the kind of gal that just loves having a few layers to go to the gym with. Oh my gosh, inside, that is so soft. Oh my goodness me. I'm also very excited that I'm gonna have the length of my sleeves fit me. I feel like Chewy is just going to change the game for me when it comes to brands. I'm just not gonna like settle for anything less now. Now that I have something that actually fits beautifully, I'm not gonna want to wear anything else. A gorgeous crew neck, again, so something that I really personally struggle with because I feel like it always comes too long, it always hits me at the like most unflattering part. So whenever it comes to those lovely long countryside walks wearing many trainers, I feel like this is going to be the sweater that I reach for. Again, so soft, so cozy. Oh my gosh. Got a gorgeous little gym top, which is such a lovely like tank. Again, look at the length of it. Oh my gosh. I feel like it never quite comes across on camera as I can see in real life. I can see that and think that is actually gonna fit my teeny tiny torso. When I say teeny tiny, I don't mean that way. I mean that way. I have such a short torso in comparison to my legs. So I always struggle most with like tops and jumpers and hoodies. So I'm very excited about that. And lastly, a pair of leggings. Oh my goodness me. These leggings are so lovely. They're like a really lovely like seersucker gym material. They feel very soft, so I feel like they're gonna be perfect for like everyday styling as well as actually wearing it to the gym. I love this waistband. Like that's a really lovely thick waistband that's gonna hold you in so nicely. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait not to have thousands of yards, it feels like, of excess material at the bottom of my trousers. I'm gonna actually be able to wear trainers. I'm gonna have a little bit of ankle poking out. Oh my gosh, Chewy, thank you so much. I will leave a link to their store on Selfridges as well because they have other bits that you can check out, and I feel like it really is just going to become the brand for us petite girls. I feel like they're going to really shake up the industry and change the game, and I've been so excited about the launch of Chewy for such a long time. So I was desperate to show you these pieces. And lastly, I do actually have a few gorgeous new in pieces to show you from Lily Silk, some stunning autumn winter essentials I've been adding into my wardrobe as well as a cheeky little discount code. But I think I'm gonna be a bit of a tease. I'm actually gonna leave this for tomorrow because I think, number one, it might be a bit easier for me to show you the pieces like fully in my dressing room rather than like chilling on the sofa with the super cozy vibes. And number two, I am very aware of how much admin I need to catch up on. I've got so many emails that have gone unread because I've just been basically like in wedding hibernation mode. I've just been hiding for the last week, so I have a lot that I need to catch up on. But I wanted to show you these gorgeous new in pieces. I'm still literally just smelling this fragrance. I think they do a candle of this as well, and I think I need to get myself the candle because, as well as wanting to smell like this myself, I want my home to smell like this, as well as my home being an absolute florist for all of the wedding flowers, all of the bouquets that I've got around the house. I want it to look and smell incredible as well. So I think I'm definitely going to have to track down the candle of this because I'm going to put it out there. This is my new favorite fragrance, and that is a bold claim to make. I figured that you guys would probably want to see the dewy pieces on, because there's no point in me showing you these petite items and you not seeing how petite they actually are. So I got everything in a 14, I believe. I will leave the links and sizes down below in the description box, but can we just appreciate these leggings? I've left shoes off just so that you can really see how short they are. And I know this is going to sound so silly to anyone that's like average height, that's used to having things kind of come up above their ankle, but having a gap between my sock and my ankle, having like room on my foot, I don't think I've ever had this. Even on like 3/4 length leggings, they're pretty much full length on me. I am so in love with these. They are just gorgeous. They're like really figure hugging. They're very shaping. They're absolutely stunning. And the jumper, oh my god, I love this sweat. It like hits at the perfect point. Normally they kind of come down to here and I just find them a little bit loose. Oh, oh my gosh, it has pockets. This changes everything. Oh, I am so in love. Gosh, this sports top as well. Look at how sculpting that is. I feel like it's just holding me in everywhere I want to be held in. I feel like I don't actually need to be wearing a bra underneath this. Maybe if I was doing like heavy sport, like running, I would wear one, but like Pilates, yoga, I feel like you don't need to wear a bra. This can just be your bra in itself. And oh, paired with the leggings. And lastly, the hoodie. Can we just talk about how perfect this fit is? The sleeves actually fit in length. It's a really lovely crop as well. I don't feel like I'm drowning in the hoodie. This is part of the reason I just never wear them, even like to and from the gym. It's because I always feel like I'm drowning in them, whereas this just fits so beautifully. I cannot get over these pieces. I believe Ellie Simmons is actually the ambassador of the brand, and she's been doing such an amazing job of showing like how to wear the pieces, how to style them up. I think they are just starting off in activewear, but I believe they are going to be expanding into other areas. So it's a very exciting time for Dewy. I'm so happy they finally launched, because honestly, I've just been waiting for their pieces for such a long time. So I'm really excited to have these pieces in my collection. I feel like they're just the perfect sportswear for me. They fit so beautifully. They make me feel so confident, which I absolutely love. And being a shorter girl, it's so lovely to finally feel like we are officially being catered for. So I'll leave a little link down below. My goodness me, do I feel rusty when it comes to vlogging. Or you can see Alex's suit bag there behind me. I have been tasked with taking it to the dry cleaner, so I need to do that at some point this week. But I have literally spent the last like 15-20 minutes running around the house looking for you. I couldn't remember where I'd put my camera, because I basically just spent the rest of the afternoon upstairs squirreling away in my little Nancy Myers office, just cracking on with admin and editing and emails and all the things that I needed to catch up on. So I finally feel like I am caught up. Definitely not ahead, which I like to be, but I'm caught up with things. I feel like it's time for the laptop to go away. I don't know if you can see, but I'm getting the tired eyes. I honestly say to Alex, I don't understand how you can stare at a screen for like 8 hours during the day, because after like 4, I am ready to put the laptop down and do something else. And there is something I've been wanting to do. There has been something I've been craving, and I think you can all agree with me that it is officially soup weather. I love soup weather. You know, when you just want to be like really cozy, you want something really wholesome with just some like baguette or like some lovely bread, just a lovely wholesome soup. And I actually found this recipe for a slow cooked tomato soup, which I was like, you know what? I feel like I could do that. So I've given myself a couple of hours, because I don't know how long exactly it's going to take in the slow cooker. I feel like if I just put it on a high setting for maybe like 2 hours, we should be absolutely fine. But it is just pure veggies, pure goodness. I will leave the recipe, actually, will I leave the recipe link down below? We'll see. If it's down there, then you know that it was a really good recipe. If not, then it means that there's a few things that need tweaking to it. But I thought it could be a really lovely dinner to have tonight, when you just need all the wholesomeness, all the coziness. I might actually take the scarf off before I go down, because I do not want to get any ingredients on this before I go downstairs. But I have just been really craving making a tomato soup and just having a lovely, wholesome, cozy evening. So that is exactly what is on the cards for tonight. How happy does this view make you, just seeing all the produce out and ready? I feel like this is just a butcher's block of goodness. It also just goes to show how easy this recipe is, like how simple it is. I say that now, fingers crossed it's gonna go well, but hopefully it's foolproof. For somebody like me, this is all that you need to go in the tomato soup recipe. So we've got 12 tomatoes, which you might notice we have a few extras. Actually, we've got a couple of little guys sitting over here, because these are actually tomatoes grown from my own kitchen garden. This is actually the last of my
my tomato produce, so I thought this would be the perfect thing to put them in. And you know how happy it makes me being able to cook with produce from my own kitchen garden. So we've got 12 tomatoes. We've also got basil, which has been grown in the kitchen as well. Honestly makes me so happy. I thought one of these days I'm going to make an entire soup recipe all from produce that I have grown myself. So those are the only things that I've done myself. Obviously the majority of the tomatoes were shop bought, but it's really nice to have the last of my tomato produce going in the soup. We then have yellow pepper, a red pepper, we've got an onion, 2 cloves of garlic, and then beef stock or oxo cubes or anything like that. So that's everything that's going in the recipe, and it's so nice to know that it's just like full of goodness. It's just all really lovely fresh produce. So wish me luck. Let's hope that this tastes as good as this concoction looks.
Before I sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon, side by side and through. No limit to what we can do. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
So I have just blended it up in the NutriBullet, and oh my goodness me, I can't even begin to tell you how amazing this smells. I've just got a bowl out for Alex and a bowl out for me, and oh my gosh, I cannot wait to try this. Oh, this just smells absolutely delicious. Oh, I'm quite proud of myself for this. I'm not going to lie.
Good morning, Mon Petit. I am not gonna lie to you. I had every intention of finishing yesterday's vlog with a super aesthetic shot of our soups. I set the table, did a lovely little couples tablescape, even put a couple of little bits of basil on top of the soup, but it smelled so delicious. I completely forgot. We had bread warming in the oven, and you know when you just are overwhelmed by like the senses? Oh, it smelled so good that we both just tucked straight in. It wasn't until we finished I was like, I was supposed to get a shot of that. But when I tell you that that soup was delicious, it was absolutely incredible. The only thing I would say is that we both agreed it wasn't a cream of tomato soup recipe. It was very much just like a tomato soup recipe. And both Alex and I, especially in autumn, just love like a really creamy, rich tomato soup. So the only thing I would have added to that, other than everything that I showed you yesterday, I realized I don't even need to leave the ingredients down below because you literally saw everything that we put into the soup. But I would literally just add cream. They tell you to add a cup of water into the slow cooker, but I would probably just add like maybe a cup of cream. I think that would have just made it absolutely perfect, but it was delicious. And then we spent the rest of the evening watching my new favorite program, and I have you guys to thank for this because it was one of you that messaged me to tell me to watch this after I asked you for just some like new recommendations, cozy things to watch, and I cannot believe that we have not watched this before. I've realized there's 5 seasons of this, and I feel so late to the game. I'm just going to be binging all of them, and I'm not a binge watcher. I'm not the kind of person that like every night wants to watch like 2-3 episodes of something. Like I'm really annoying to watch TV shows with Alex because he likes to binge watch, and I'm like, maybe in a couple of days we'll watch the next episode. Like he gets driven nuts. This program, however, every night I just want to sit down and watch it, and that is All Creatures Great and Small. And oh my gosh, it's just like the coziest, like perfect comfort watch. If you're like me and you like the kind of program similar to like Downton Abbey, where it's like, it's not that not a lot happens. Like it's really entertaining to watch, but there's no huge drama. There's no like massive, I don't know, like plot lines that you're trying to like keep up with. Like there's not, it's not like a what is wrong with me this morning? My goodness me, I cannot talk. It's not a complicated plot, which I really like about it. Basically, it's about this veterinary clinic in like the 1910s, I would say. It's kind of Downton Abbey era, which is what I really, really love. That's always like one of my favorite eras to watch. In the Yorkshire countryside, so Alex loves it for that reason, because if you don't know, he's actually a Yorkshireman. I often get questions about his accent, because a lot of you guys, it's the kind of accent where I feel like he's lost a lot of it. So it's the kind of accent where people just go like, you're not from around here, like where are you from? A lot of people can't place it, so I always get questions from you guys about his accent and where he's from. So he was actually born in Wakefield. So as soon as we put the programme on and we heard the Yorkshire accents, he just turned to me and went, this is home. I was like, oh darling, because obviously I've dragged him down south. So I loved the fact that he loved it for the accents. And then the main character is actually Glaswegian, so he has the most beautiful Scottish accent. And you know, when you're just like, you just love listening to it, like it's like it's a treat for all the senses. Like it's visually beautiful, the sounds are beautiful, the storyline's like really easy to follow, and it's not gory as well, which I really, really like. Like even when they have like things happen where like a horse, I don't know, is giving birth and he's got to kind of like help her out, like you don't really see all of that. You know, Clarkson's Farm for me sometimes can get a little bit too graphic. So I love that. It's just such an easy, cozy watch. The first season is available on Netflix, but we didn't realize it was only the first season available, and we've just literally finished the last episode of the first season last night. So I was Googling where you can watch it. My5 here in the UK, which is a number that I never really watch. Like Channel 4 you'll watch, ITV you'll watch, like BBC you'll watch. My5, all of the seasons are available on there for free. So I'm gonna have to download that app onto our TV, because I don't think I've ever watched anything on My5 ever, but very excited about that. So we did binge watch a couple of episodes last night and I'm really, really enjoying it. So thank you to those of you that gave me that as a recommendation. I am loving it, but I've just been getting myself ready this morning. I've got my new look knit on today, which I absolutely love. I just love brown on me, especially at this time of year. And I'm very excited because I had a new delivery arrive this morning from L'Occitane, and this is one of my favorite serums ever. I know I spoke yesterday about just really wanting to like do what's good for my skin. I feel like makeup I'm wearing at the moment, it's doing good cover up, but as soon as I take off this makeup, as I said, I am Alex's little pepperoni pizza, and I've just got a lot of scarring, like a lot of breakouts at the moment, and this I'm definitely going to use this evening because it is just the best serum when it comes to just resetting your skin. That is exactly what it's called. It is the Overnight Reset Oil in Serum, glowing and revitalizing skin barrier support, Immortelle Reset. I love this from L'Occitane, and there's a new formula that they have just released with this, and I don't know how this could get any better because it's just the perfect amount of like, it's not too lightweight a serum, like it really does feel like it's doing work on your skin, but it's not too oily, and that's exactly what I need. Like I do find with my skin, I need a lot of hydration. I'm a very, very dry person, and look at that, like you can see how kind of like liquidy it is by the fact that it just runs off my hand, but the fact that it's got that little bit of oil just makes it so much easier to like blend into your skin. Like I feel like my skin just drinks this up, so I'm very excited about that new top up. I don't know exactly how they've changed the formula, but I loved it before, and I'm very, very excited that they have just basically renewed it, refreshed it, and I'm very excited to have it back into my collection, back into my routine, because I feel like it's really gonna help with that kind of breakout that I've been getting at the moment, and just with that the whole aftermath of the wedding, and I feel like my skin really does need a reset. I know I was such a tease yesterday when I told you about the new in Lily Silk pieces, so I thought I would show you what I've been picking up, the new in bits I've been adding into my wardrobe. And as I mentioned, I do have a discount code, and I do feel like Lily Silk, their pieces are a bit more premium, they are a little bit more expensive, so discount codes go a very, very long way on Lily Silk. So if you use the code ELLIE10 off, you can get 10% off at Lily Silk. I'll leave it down below in the description, along to the pieces that I picked up, along to their new in section, because they have so many gorgeous pieces on there, starting with my new little cardigan. As you know, I have a cardigan obsession at the moment. I think I need to go to Cardigans Anonymous because I've been adding so many into my wardrobe, but I realized I just didn't have any in my wardrobe before, and so I'm really filling that gap now with loads of different colors, loads of different styles. And when I saw this beautiful navy blue cable knit, I couldn't have added it into my basket any quicker. It's the most lightweight cardigan I think I have in my wardrobe, and it is pure cashmere. cashmere, and when I tell you that the Lily Silk cashmere is the softest cashmere I have ever felt. I am very sensitive when it comes to like irritating fabrics, anything that itches me I hate, and I do sometimes find cashmere can be a little bit itchy. Not Lily Silk. The cashmere they do is just absolutely incredible. The fibers are just so soft, and I can't get over how lightweight this is. I have already worn it and styled it up actually for some TikTok videos that I did for Lily Silk. I did in collaboration with them, and I was getting really hot when I was filming this, which is bizarre because it's such a like lightweight cardigan. You think it wouldn't actually be that warm, but it's actually so warm. It's so cozy, and you know how much I adore navy blue. I'm really loving those kind of like off black colors. Those dark colors aren't actually black, whether that's navy blue, brown. I just feel like they're a bit softer on your complexion, a little bit more flattering. So another beautiful cardigan to add into my collection, one I expect I'm going to get a lot of wear out of over the coming seasons. I just could not be more in love with this cable knit. I mean, look at how beautiful this looks. I love how like relaxed it is because it's such a thin fabric. I feel like it just has a bit more of like a flop to it, which I really like. It just makes it a little bit less, but a little bit less smart, like a bit more casual, a bit more kind of undone. I actually kind of love this outfit together. It's like workwear inspo, but this is the kind of cardi I just wear with everything. You can wear it open with like a dress, you can wear it done up with cream trousers, with jeans, with wide leg trousers, so many different options. So prepare to be sick of this little cable knit cardi. It's a piece I feel like I'm going to get so much wear out of over the coming months. Next up is something I have been on the hunt for such a long time. If you watched my autumn winter trends video, you will know that longer, fuller skirts are very on trend this season, and I'm absolutely loving them. And I've been really wanting to add a beautiful long silk maxi skirt into my wardrobe. I have beautiful slip skirts. You all know how much I love my like midi slip skirts, but I wanted something that was like a little bit more voluminous, had a little bit more impact. If ever I'm doing like events in London, I feel like daytime events, I often struggle with what to wear because a lot of my outfits are either very much like business casual or they're like evening appropriate, and this I feel like would be so perfect for like a daytime outfit when I just want to look really elevated, really elegant, but still very much daytime. It is the kind of skirt though I feel like you could definitely style out for more of like an evening wear look. I love the fact that it is fully maxi, like down to the ground, and such a statement. It's the most beautiful like cream silk, and Lily Silk of course do the best silk pieces. In fact, I have some silk shirts from Lily Silk that I've had in my wardrobe for about 2, if not even 3 years at this point. They are still going strong. So I knew this skirt would be such a great piece to add into my wardrobe, an item that I feel like I wouldn't wear often, but when I do, it will really make an impact, and it's the kind of thing I can keep in my wardrobe for literally ever. Oh my goodness me, this skirt is just everything I hoped for and more. I mean, look at that length. Look at how beautiful it is, how much fabric is there. The movement in this skirt is just stunning. It's the kind of skirt that I feel like all eyes will be on you when you walk through the room because it's just so elegant. Now, in terms of length, as I mentioned, I am 5 foot exactly, so it is just ever so slightly too long on me. So I just need to wear the tiniest little pair of heels. These are the gorgeous slingbacks I featured in my latest haul from New Look, and they just give that perfect little lift, so it just hits above the ground. If I wear flats, it just about hits the ground. I can just about get away with it, but I just personally prefer how it looks when you just have that little bit of elevation. I've actually just chucked it on with the cardigan I was wearing, which might seem a little bit odd, but I kind of love it because I feel like it just shows that you can definitely dress the skirt down a little bit. But if you wanted it to be a little bit more elegant, a bit more elevated, I'd go for a blazer. A silk shirt I think would look absolutely incredible. As you can see, there's also pockets to the skirt, which always just makes it a 10 out of 10 for me. This is honestly everything I was hoping from this skirt, and the kind of piece I know I will keep in my wardrobe for literally ever and ever. It's never going to date, it's never going to go out of style. It's just one of those perfect classic and timeless pieces. Next up, we have the most beautiful pair of silk wide leg trousers. Now, you know me and my wide leg trousers, I absolutely adore them, and I was really on the hunt for a pair that were a little bit more evening wear appropriate. I just wanted them to look a little bit more elevated and a little bit more kind of nighttime-esque. So when I saw this beautiful pair on Lily Silk, I just had to pick them up. I just love how like soft they are. They're so lightweight, and they're again the kind of piece that you can keep in your wardrobe for literally decades. I mean, a pair of black wide leg trousers never goes out of style, and I can't even tell you how soft these are. So I'm so excited to add these into my wardrobe. Oh my goodness me, hello legs. I feel like these trousers literally make my legs look like they go on for days. I am so in love with them. I've again paired them with the knit I was wearing because you know me,
Black and chocolate brown is just my favorite color combo for autumn. I just absolutely adore it. Again, I've got it on with the gorgeous little slingbacks because I wanted them to be a bit longer. Obviously, I knew I'm not shopping from the petite section, they're going to be a bit longer on me, but I actually wanted that because I knew that they would be for evening wear styling and for more kind of like elevated looks. So I probably would never really wear flats with these. I'd always want something with a little bit more height and elevation, but the perfect pair of wide leg trousers. Again, the piece that I'll keep in my wardrobe forever and ever, that I'll just style up for so many different occasions. I could not be more in love with these. And lastly, another piece that I feel like is the definition of ageless fashion. That's what I love about Lily Silks. I feel like you can shop it whether you're in your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, your 50s. They just have such ageless pieces that you can wear at any stage of life, at any age you are. And this blouse is exactly that to me. This beautiful black silk blouse. Again, I was looking for something that was maybe a little bit more kind of like evening appropriate, that I can just have in my rapport, that I know looks good. You know when you get like a last minute invite and you're not really sure what you're gonna wear, you have to throw an outfit together quite quickly. I feel like this is perfect for that, especially paired with the trousers or even with the skirt as well. I think would look beautiful. It's this gorgeous silk blouse with this lovely little tie detail, so you can tie it up, add a big bow. I feel like it would look a little bit festive as well. I know I keep saying the C word and I really shouldn't. It's very early still, but whenever it comes to like festive parties and Christmas styling, I love having those pieces that you can just reach for time and time again, especially if you're the kind of person that you don't really like going all out with the glitz. Like you don't like sparkles, you don't like sequins. This would be a very beautiful piece that is just so demure, so elegant, so elevated, and again, the kind of piece that you would keep in your wardrobe for such a long time. So I thought this was great to add in. It also comes in like the creamy white as well, which I'm thinking I might need to pick up now because I'm so obsessed with the black. My goodness me, this is exactly the kind of thing I just love to wear whenever it comes to evening wear styling. We've got the silk trousers on, the gorgeous little slingback heels, and the silk shirt. And how beautiful do they look paired together. The structure to this blouse, oh my goodness me, I love the shoulder detail. It just gives me so much elevation in my torso, and the bow really softens it, which I really, really love. So that's settled it. I definitely need the white in my life because the black just looks so beautiful. Again, the kind of piece I know I'm going to have in my wardrobe literally in like 30 years time. This is the kind of piece I would love to like pass down to my daughters one day. I mean, I'm sure they'll spend most of their like teenage years being like, Mum, that's so uncool, and then they'll be like me, they'll hit their 20s and go, actually, that looks amazing. So such a beautiful blouse to add into my wardrobe. And again, so exciting to be able to shop it with 10% off. So I'll leave it all linked down below. A rather small Lily Silk haul, but a very successful one. Really timeless pieces to add into your wardrobe. There's like staple autumn wardrobe pieces that you know are going to stand the test of time. You know you're going to have your wardrobe for such a long time, and you know you're going to get your cost per wear out of. So I couldn't be happier. Just to say, with regards to sizing on Lily Silk, if you are in between sizes, I definitely recommend sizing down. I do find their pieces come a little bit oversized. Like the cardigan I ordered in a medium, and I actually think I could have gone for the small, whereas normally like this one I actually went up a size. Normally my cardigans I like to size up, so I would definitely say if you're in between sizes, you can take the size below. I was struggling so much with the trousers and the skirt which size to go for, because I'm usually like in between a 12 and a 14 on my bottoms. Decided to go for a 12. They fit perfectly, so just something to know before you place your order. But I have come into my bedroom because I have received a very exciting new delivery, and talking all things skincare, looking after my skin, getting rid of my breakouts, I am very excited to unbox a new LED light mask from Omnilux. Now I've tried a couple of light masks in the past. I do actually have one which has not been in my possession for about 6 weeks now. I've not had it for ages because it's just basically been on loan to all of the brides in my life. Emily borrowed it for a couple of weeks before her wedding, and as soon as her wedding was over, G texted me and said, would you mind if I borrowed it as well? So I'm very excited to have a new LED light mask to give a try and basically see how well it's going to help with regards to clearing up the breakouts that I've been having, getting rid of that scarring. One thing I will say about LED light masks, they work. LED is just so innovative in the beauty world, and it's just amazing when it comes to just so many different issues. It's great with anti-aging, it's great for breakouts. My sister was struggling a lot with psoriasis before her wedding, and it really helped with that. In fact, I've got a little leaflet here which tells me a little bit more about the Omnilux light mask. It says here actually a few of the kind of like
comparisons between competitors, that this one has a flexible silicone material, whereas a lot of them are plastic hard shells. There's a higher energy output, more LEDs per wavelength, 2 adjustable straps, and backed by 40+ peer-reviewed clinical papers, which is really exciting because I do actually struggle a lot with like the straps and the fitting of it. I think it's being so small. Obviously my head is a lot smaller than a lot of people's, my face is a lot smaller, so I'm really excited about how this is going to work, because the whole kind of premise of the Omnilux contour mask is that it's going to contour your face a lot better and fit really well. I love how this one looks as well. I really love the like decorations on it. I feel like it makes it a little bit less Hannibal Lecter, so I'm thinking this evening's plans would be very well spent using this. I've brought this in, might put on this serum whilst I do it. They do say that when you use a light mask to cleanse your face, get rid of all of your makeup, give it a really deep cleanse, and then to apply a serum, and then it really helps, like, it almost gives that serum like a bit of a catalyst, like a bit of a shot of energy. So I think I'm going to use my new L'Occitane Immortelle serum and give myself a little 10-minute pamper with the LED light mask, because my skin really needs it, and I'm really looking forward to just a lovely, cozy, relaxed evening. You know we're gonna watch more episodes of All Creatures Great and Small. I don't like the name of it. I feel like it's too long a title. Should have been something a bit more like clicky, you know what I mean, like Friends, like Downton Abbey. It should have been a bit more clicky, but look at that, look at what it comes with. It's just absolutely amazing. This would make such an amazing gift as well if you are thinking about like Christmas presents. I know it's still a little bit early, but now's the perfect time to start getting these things in or adding them to a list to think about for Black Friday, because I guarantee you'll probably be able to get a discount on these during Black Friday. In fact, let me see if I've got a discount code. I don't, but I think I might email the brand and see if they want to be generous enough to offer a little discount code. So if you see one on the screen, it means that they gave us a very lovely discount code. But I just love the straps on this one. Like, they're so much less bulky. I feel like it's going to be so much more comfortable, and it's just going to fit my face so much better. So very excited for a lovely, cozy pamper evening. That is exactly what this evening calls for. So this is your sign. Let's do it together. Put me on in the background, put me on your phone if you're watching on the telly, transfer me over to your laptop or your iPad. Get yourself out some lovely beauty bits, some lovely pampering bits, and let's have a cozy pamper evening in together.